That is a lie, and that was not the issue.
There is no running mate. Faleke was the running mate.
Yes.
Okay, the party nominated Faleke. Faleke resigned.
Ask him this question.
Faleke resigned.
There was.
Who was the running mate?
There was a running mate, and the running mate was the person who ended up as the deputy governor after inauguration.
That guy was not brought in until after the election.
Wait, let's look at the law.
Faleke was the running mate. Faleke now resigned because he knew what he was doing.
Hot and cold. Remember that the argument was that there was a conclusive election. Now you are jumping the gun by saying that there is inconclusive election. Because if you are saying that he had no running mate, that means there is an inconclusive election. What I'm saying is that by the provision of 787, you can't blow hot
and cannot claim to be a gubernatorial candidate without running mate.
You must take one position.
Faleke was smart to have resigned.
At what stage?
I'm sure they have he resigned before the election.
At what stage did he resign?
Before the run.
No, but you said that there was a concluded election. And if election has been concluded, at what time did he resign? You see, you can't blow hot and cold.
I am not saying.
You're arguing against yourself.
I am saying.
You must take one stand.
Gentlemen.
You must be consistent with your argument.
Learned gentlemen. Let me ask this question.
Please do.
Yes.
At the point when Bello became or went in for election, did he have a running mate?
He has a running mate.
No running mate.
And the running mate
Faleke was who eventually Faleke to be the running mate. But Faleke resigned.
At what point? At what point did Faleke
before
resign?
that particular election?
At what time did he submit his conclusion? These are the operative conclusion. It is after the election that he resigned.
No.
And it was after the election that even his letter got to INEC.
Now those are
the mere fact that you call a press conference and said that I have resigned and without a proof that you have validly resigned in consonance with the Enabling Act, you have not resigned. You don't call a press conference for the purposes of resign.
That's semantics.
He sent in his letter. And he knew quite well why he did that. And he said the fact that they may not be able to carry on with that election without him. But they went ahead.
Part of the issues that were canvassed at the Supreme Court.
I know they have problems because there is within the same party.
The Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court, the lower court cannot engage itself in a voyage of discovery. They can only deal with the issues that were probably brought before them by counsel.
Let's just be fair. And you did not. You did not participate in the election itself on that Saturday, that fateful day. The result, the few polling booths we are talking about, that's the only one left.
It was,
and that is what the 19 polling booths.
Yes, from 21 local government.
Not 19 local government.
Yes. No,
it's
19 booths out of polling booths.
So you have 1,000
out of 1,001
local government too, and it might just be 1 or 2 polling booths. Very few voters and votes. I don't participate in all those where hundreds of thousands have voted. He never participated. You brought him in. I mean, look at the justice of it. It's pure injustice. You brought him and said, come and be the governor. The running mate, nobody supposed to deputy governor, you should now deputize for him.
Can I ask this question?
It was not. The issue of saying you are waiting for
the numbers ascribed to Bello as the man who becomes the governor today.
He inherited it. Can you imagine?
Did he inherit it? Did he inherit everything but the asset and liability?
Please, can I answer it legally as a lawyer?
You don't inherit votes.
I cannot answer this thing in isolation of section 221 and 222 of the Constitution, which provides that it's only a political party that can vouch for a vote in favor of a candidate. Now, it is the political party. Remember that the case of Amechi, he never ran the election. But because it was the political party, then Supreme Court gave him the verdict. In the same token, that is what has happened in this case, because it is the political party. We don't have a private.
They are not saying it's only a political that can run for a post.
No, it's only a political party that can sponsor.
But somebody is in that position.
There is that
somebody is in that position.
It is a political party that is known. That is why intra-party issues, the court has been barred from hearing it.
That is not correct.
It's only contesting on the platform of any of the provision of Chapter 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But so long you have not raised that, and the issues is intra-party, the court cannot entertain it because it is within the discretion of the political party
if we go back to
choose
if you
sponsor.
Unfortunately, we are yet to hear the reason for the verdict.
Yes. The reasons are so clear.
That matter lacks merit. That was the conclusion. They didn't say they don't have jurisdiction to hear it.
No, there was an issue of jurisdiction.
Yes, but that was not the verdict again.
That's what I said. He's scratching the case.
They said
the case of
this
LP,
matter lacks
the case
merit.
of LP. Remember, it's for appeals. That were brought to there was a preliminary objection in respect of the fourth one.
Yes.
And the court relied on that preliminary objection and struck it out.
That's another party.
It was
not Fale case matter.
If we consider what the judgment
on this
Fale case matter, that's four different appeals. That's another party.
There are four different appeals.
Another political party.
And what are they? What are they contesting? They are contesting the validity of the election of Bello.
Yes.
That
it depends on where they're coming from.
The four.
The judicial issue is not about whether the court has jurisdiction.
The point there is that you said that nobody raised the issue of jurisdiction.
I didn't say nobody raised the issue of jurisdiction.
That was what you said. You said this appeal.
I am talking about
appeal.
Fale case appeal.
Gentlemen, this
is based on merit.
Gentlemen, this is the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999.
Yes.
As far as this case is concerned, Section 221 and
222.
188,
yes,
and all of that. Have we sensed a lacuna based on this judgment? A lacuna in the sense that we may need an amendment.
Yes.
As far as this is concerned, because we've never had this kind of case before.
Let me tell you, I've been involved in matters of this nature.
Yes, there is a lacuna.
Musa, there was no precedent. We did research. That is for a political party that wishes to transmit into a political party, a political association. There was no precedent. We lost at the High Court. We lost at the Court of Appeal. But when we got to the Supreme Court said that INEC cannot make any law to enlarge or curtail the glaring provisions of the Constitution. Yes. And then they raised the issue of covering the field. In the same token, this case is a precedent. Yes. And when we talk about even lawmaking, even the judiciary make law by way of interpretation. And that's what we call judicial precedence.
Yes.
Otherwise known as stare decisis in law. So there is no point to amend whatever, because there is now a precedent that we can rely upon when we are confronted with such issues.
Unfortunately,
yes, that is the law.
It's a new precedent. Unfortunately, it's a new precedent.
Yes.
Because they are...
Same and except the Supreme Court overrule itself.
That's the apex court.
And before the Supreme Court can rule itself,
the point is that because it is the apex court does not mean they are not fallible.
Absolutely.
It is a rare case.
And in this case, it is obvious that this is more of a policy judgment than the clear judgment based on justice.
Okay, General Elmer, we'll look at the fallibility of this judgment. We'll also, when we come back, we'll also try to look at whether there's a lacuna that has caused us to set up a precedent that may have to just stand as a precedent in subsequent issues ahead on with elections ahead. I mean, stay tuned. We'll be right back.